What is up, man? Happy Thursday to y'all, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie, I did miss the Thursday night live, but it's no excuses. I'm here now with the Thursday mid live. You feel me? And we gonna crank the Friday night live, and then the Thursday mid live too. You know what I mean? Hope y'all having a smooth vibe, smooth timing, man. Now, for everybody that's been trying to play with me on COD, I gotta update the game. But my phone's being weird, so it hasn't allowed me to update. So I haven't been playing for real. Crazy part is it's a new season update too, so I don't know. By the time I'm able to get on there, I'm gonna have to really grind and catch up. They usually rank everybody down. So we're doing forgot I'm eating. We're doing the pepper soup mukbang. There's some fries on the side, man. Nothing too stupid. Nothing too dummy. You know? There's something to eat for the day. It's like a gloomy day, low key. It's low key been raining all day where I'm at. But I don't know, is this what happens in April? April's full of rain? April showers? I feel like every season the weather's different. I mean, every year the seasons are different. You know what I'm saying? Every year the season get different, bruh. This young head right now. Last night I was being lazy. I was supposed to make some food, but I ended up getting a McDouble, bro. I ain't gonna lie, first the McDouble tastes gross. Yo, Linda Bear. What's up? What's up, Miss Bear? What's up? Middlesex, what are you eating? Shout out to Luke Carriage. I'm eating some pepper soup with some fries right now. So it's like rice and soup with some fries on the side. Throw some fries on the side, man. What's up, Luke Carriage? Claridge. I said your name wrong. Meta V4B. Shout out to Valerie Heinz. What's up, Miss Heinz? I used to have a best friend named Valerie in middle school. Her name like Valerie Hernandez. She really just a good girlfriend. She was kind of crazy though. I wonder what she's up to now. Man, you good, Mr. Luke. I might just call you Luka Doncic, man. No. Nah, I don't want to say your name wrong, brother. The yellow stuff I'm drinking is water with turmeric inside. You know, I put turmeric in the water just to kind of like stabilize it. You know what I mean? So that's what this is. Cause you know, A lot of these waters, they say purified. Some of them say spring. But who knows for real, dog? Who really knows, bruh? You know what I mean? When you get the Dasani, the Avion, you feel me? What? The Saratoga. Who really knows where this made, man? Could be in the same spot. So I just put the turmeric in there, man, for a little extra safety. Some turmeric, some cloves. Y'all see the things floating at the bottom? Those are cloves. And then I got some sesame seeds in there. You know, spice the water up, man. Now this is really an exotic water right here. But you're not gonna find this in stores. He said last stream I went in, I saw a couple of gooners, bro. Scully Screw. What you mean by that? You saw gooners? Weird. On here? On my stream? Gooners? Say it's not so. Gooners? You talk about gooners. Yo, Scully Screws. Scully Screws in the building. Y'all want a bite? Take a bite right there of that fish wing. But I don't play any instruments, gang. But when I was in elementary school, I played the trumpet. They forced us, bro. So, personally, bro, I never liked band. I'm not gonna lie to you. Band class was annoying to me. Because they would force us to sing certain songs. I'm not gonna hold you. My band teacher, she was cool though. I just ain't like band, but you had to take band up to like a certain grade. So, in elementary school, we had to pick an instrument. So I picked the trumpet. You know what I mean? And then I learned the flute also. But I had to take the trumpet home and go practice. So I used to be at the crib like, doom, 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 doom. You know what I mean? But I never liked band for real. If anything, I don't want to play the guitar, bro. You know what I'm saying? Should have picked the guitar. But I like watching a band. I just don't like being in band. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard to explain. Like I don't mind watching the band get off and do the sounds and formations. But I just don't like being in band. You talking about you went to a live and women was stripping? Dang, it sound like a porn X or some shit like that. Some people, they gotta strip to get views, man. They gotta show a nipple or two now. We ain't gotta try that hard, man. You feel me? We can just cruise on by. we ain't gotta go to Chip and Dale way, buddy. Scully Screws said, I like that though. Yeah, we ain't trying that hard. It's never that serious, broski. If we don't make it, we don't make it, man. But we not doing strip tease for views, man. None of that shit, man. You know what I mean? I look at that as like being desperate, man. You never want to come off too desperate, bruh. You always, if your view's going for an archetype, your archetype should be cool, relax, chill. Even if you really want something, you gotta still be composed. You feel me? Like that's like the archetype you're supposed to have. Because when people know you desperate, they could dangle you like You know what I mean? Puppeteer master. And, you know, you never know what you're going to be willing to do to get what you think you're going to get. Shout out to Grisel Oliveria. Grisel, get a set. Escuche, get a set. Grisel, she said she played the guitar and the piano. That's lit. That's a fire combo, man. I could play a couple things on the piano, but I ain't no Stevie Wonder. Yo, shout out to Richard Wilkins, man. He got the archetype. He said, I am the archetype. Everybody else just trying to jack my style. Nah, Richard got an archetype for sure. Rich got a smooth archetype too. You know, but I was just telling people like improve your archetype. Don't be a desperate archetype, man. Like you green when you desperate, bro. You want to be composed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Grisel Oliveria, man. If you play the piano and guitar, you need to show us how to do that on YouTube. That's the next step for you, man. You need to start playing those. You just gotta go to the mall. Go to one of the malls with the pianos. He said my mom won't let me. Oh, okay. Well, hey, your mom run the channel. You know what I mean? If you's a youngin', just tell your mom, like, yo, mom, I want you to be in charge of this. But I want to showcase my skills and show people how to play the piano on YouTube. Can you run the channel for me? And then have your mom record you and be there. She's going to have the password, the email, and all that. You just going to be the star. You know what I mean? She the manager. Because that way it's cool. Because then nobody can try to take advantage of you. But I'm telling you, like, that would be good content, man. You just go to the mall and you know, have you ever seen the videos, the person at the mall, they just going dumb, like, everybody's just like, oh my gosh. And a crowd gathers. Nah, that'll be fire, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, that's how I go, though. If you fire, you might be playing Beethoven's Second Symphony. I don't even know what that is, you heard? My name's YS Grisel, YS. I ain't gonna lie, Beethoven's Second Symphony sound tough. This doesn't sound like something out the archives, you heard? I just use Beethoven because, you know, I know that's one of like a famous pianist that a lot of people like play songs or I don't know, the keys of, you know what I mean? A lot of people play Beethoven sometime on a piano. You feel me? Nah, Richard. Nah. Yeah, I believe in God, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to claim to a religion. I believe in God. But shout out to Richard, man. Richard said Beethoven's Second Symphony was my first symphony. You heard? Fire. I like that. I don't even know if Beethoven got a second symphony. I just made that up. Sound like something that Beethoven had, though, right? The infamous Beethoven. I think bro name is Beethoven. They just started pronouncing bro name wrong and never corrected that joint. Their name is Beethoven. You know what I mean? It was like, well, Beethoven sounds better. I said, sorry, man, I have to go with mama straight. All right, man. Adios, mate. Ciao, mate. Grisel. That boy Grisel out there in the UK, man. Shout out to the UK. You know what I mean? UK vibes. Take care, broski. But nah, Richard, I think dude name is really Beethoven. And they just couldn't pronounce that junk. And they just was like, well, he's Beethoven from today on. You know what I mean? Because when I look at it, it looks like Beethoven. Beethoven. Maybe he was hoving the beat. You feel me? Bro, boy was on the something when you coming up with that title, man. Beethoven. That's something different. I ain't gonna hold you. He said, may I stand on chicken? If you don't know this reference, is R2D2. Yeah, Star Wars, man. Scully, I am your father. Are you Anakin or Luke Skywalker here? I am Luke Skywalker. I am here to defend the galaxy. he said it was a reference to R2D2. Oh, hold on. That says RDR2. What's that? Did you mean R2D2? Yo, Sambacha. Oh, my bad. Richard Wilkins, I was completely off. I ain't gonna lie. I thought bro was talking Star Wars for a second, man. He said Red Dead Redemption. Okay, my fault fully. Richard did correct me. I ain't played that game in forever. I think I used to play. I have that game on the PlayStation 2, but I ain't played that in forever. I really thought that was a Star Wars reference or something. Man, I stand on some chicken. How you gonna stand on some bread? Yo, Richard, you like know everything, fool. He said we certainly in another galaxy far, far away, but that's unrelated. Nah, facts. You got the archives on everything, man. I think you the one that even showed me how to copy like the Discord link. Wasn't it you? It was you. Had to be you. Couldn't have been no one else. Now Richard knows that Scully. He corrected me. When I said Star Wars, he started laughing. He like this motherfucker said Star Wars. And then he said Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what I'm saying? Richard know a lot, fool. I ain't gonna lie. I think Richard did show me how to copy the Discord link when I first started Discord. But you see, that right there is the best thing about being normal, fool. Once you're normal, you don't get offended when other people teach you things. You know what I mean? A lot of people, he said, I'm young Nord, bruh. Nah, facts. Nord, word. But nah, Nord, we learn every fact, but what I'm about to say is like, yo, bro, life ain't about knowing anything. It's a lot of people that know things that you could learn. So this is why we kind of like are correlated or locked in or linked in. It's like I've never met Richard Wilkins, but in a short period of time, he's put me on a lot of knowledge with a lot of things so far as for other people on the live. You know what I mean? But that's the key about people. Everybody has like things that you might need to learn or could learn. You know what I mean? So if you don't walk around and be thinking like you just you know this shit all the time, you can learn a lot. You know what I mean? You can soak up a lot, and then you never get offended. He said Dunning Kruger effect. The smarter you are, the more you know you have left to learn. Don't people think they know everything already? Now that's facts. I mean, a lot of people, bro, that you can't tell them nothing, bro. Even if it's beneficial, bro, they don't want to hear that shit because they don't want advice from anyone in a sense. Like you know, and it's just like, man, they really hurting themselves in the long run because you come to a standstill where you still need somebody to tell you the right way. You know what I mean? And you gotta be willing to like. Everybody need guidance, basically. You know, some people they don't like guidance. They don't like being corrected. You know, they don't like being wrong. If I'm wrong, bro, I say fully, my bad, I'm wrong. Fully. You feel me? Like my bad. Did I incinerate? Nothing happened. I'm still YS. You feel me? But that gives me the ability to growth. You know what I'm saying? Like some people they wrong. They ain't trying to say that. If they say that you took a piece of their arm or heart, you know, and it's hard to deal with people like that, bro. I'm telling you, it's like it's hard to even have discussions and intellectual conversations with people like that, bro. You can only have intellectual conversations with people like Richard Wilkins and people who are willing to like be a sponge. You feel me? Be a sponge. Cause I'm telling you, fool, you can learn so much from a lot of people. learned so much from a lot of people, man. And everything that's in books comes from people in a sense. So it's like, imagine you had the ability to be around a lot of people that wrote some of the greatest books about life. You know what I'm saying? You would be so far gone. But just be a sponge, man. Be free. I like to be free. Obviously, y'all see that. I definitely be making mistakes on the live, saying certain things. I be getting questions wrong. You dig? But I look at that like that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Even when I play the game, bro, like I'm never scared to like die in the game because it's normal. It's a part of the game. There will be games, I'm dying a little too much now. What's going on? You feel me? But it's other games where I'm down and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Other people would be getting tight, bro. They'd quit. He said you can thank Abraham Lincoln for freedom. Nah, bro, I thank God for freedom, bro. I don't think no Abraham Lincoln. Bad bet Midwest, bro. I don't think no presidents. I thank God because no president cares about me on that level of God, my boy. I haven't read the whole Bible. I know certain Bible verses. We all went to Sunday school when we was younger, but I haven't sat there and read the whole Bible, no. But thank God for everything, man. I have never watched Invincible. What's Invincible about? I feel like that's how most gangsters feel now. They feel invincible. What's up, Grishead? Grizel must have ducked off like, man, I'm finna get back on the live, man. It don't matter if Mom Duke's here. That boy went outside to the porch. Nah, Scully Screw. What's that about? Yeah, I remember you, Grisel, man. You the pianist and guitar player, man. UK superstar, rock star. What's Invincible about though? Scully Screw, let me know, huh? I like good movies, but what I notice about me, he said, for me as a non-believer in freedom is a choice. Why does the cage bird sing? Nah, freedom is a choice. It's freedom. Freedom is a choice of your mind, bro. Starts with your mind. Okay. I'm gonna have to check into it. He said, read The Way of the Samurai. The Way of the Samurai, eh? I'm gonna have to check that out. One of the dopest books I read was The Alchemist, man. The Alchemist was like, whoever wrote The Alchemist just went through life and understood a lot. All right, Grisel, all right. You say your mom said you could be on your iPad for another 2 hours. Mom dudes got strict rules, man. You got to follow them rules, man, until you get old enough. I mean, when you under Mom dude's roof, follow them rules, man. He says about a teen named Mark, and he is a virtue mite. His father beats the F out of him, leaves Earth. Then Mark goes to his father and gets jumped by other virtue mites, and the rest is history. And that's kind of messed up. Messed up fully. So then he got like this revenge plot against his pops. There's a lot of kids out there dealing with abusive pops, man. That's hitting the bottle, doing the substance. That's tough, man. It's like it's a tough decision to take down your pops. Personally, I ain't never dealt with a abusive pops. My pops is official. Shout out to God for making him official. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of people that they dealing with that, man, and then it's like a conflicting position to be in, because they gotta take out their pops, because they probably beating on everybody in the crib, So that's a crazy life story, but that's a real life story that a lot of people, they kind of they experience that today, man. They experiencing that today. You got your bulldog with you right now, man. That's lit. I want to give me a nice little dog, man. When I move, I need to give me 2 dogs though, because I don't want the dog to be alone when I ain't at the crib. I want him to have like a brother or sister he could annoy it. He or she could annoy it or whatever, you know. He said he comes to Earth to destroy and fall in love with a human and gives birth to have human have super son connection. And human made him leave the planet. Oh, so he was getting too close. But that sound like the story of the Nephilim, bro. Like that's what they did. Richard Wilkins, that's what the Nephilims did. You know what I'm saying? They came in, they made giants and all that, supposedly, allegedly. You know what I mean? So a lot of these movies be like low key references to like the Bible. You know, a lot of them be references to the Bible, man. And the craziest part about all this stuff that we be seeing, bro, it's like bits and pieces of this stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, with Rottweilers, bro, you gotta have a lot of patience because they got a lot of energy. So Rottweilers, they're big dogs. So you need to have enough space for them fools, bro. They can't really be like cooped up. You know what I mean? They need to like burn that energy off. You know what I mean? Unless you get like a lazy Rottweiler, but Rottweilers never really, they never just lazy like that. Pits, you could find a lazy pit that'll just lay around all day. But it's pits that they hype like like they like that, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have enough space, bro, to where they could just do zoomies in the backyard 50 times. He said, of course, I don't believe in that at all. But a close friend of mine who does, he says believes it's still. Oh yeah, most definitely. It's hard to even discuss that topic though, Mr. Wilkins, because it's very controversial. That's something that if you start kind of like discussing, providing further evidence on, you know, you definitely on the radar. But I believe so because if you look at NBA players, that's regular giants right there. So Victor Wembanyama, people like him, you know what I mean? Like it's people like in Sudan. It's people in Sudan, bro. They taller than Victor Wembanyama, but they built. When I say Victor Wembanyama is skinny, not to say he mad skinny, but like the people in Sudan, I'm talking about they built like real gladiators. Them dudes average height out there probably like 6'2", bro, 6'1". He said I have a disgusting amount of hours in GTA 5, man. I can't wait. But they've been installing GTA 6 for the longest though. You know what I'm saying? And he said, nah, he gonna be my chop. Another GTA. Nah, he gonna be the guard dog for sure, but you gotta train him. Rottweilers gotta get trained, bro. I'm telling you, like, oh, they like stubborn dogs. Those and cane corsos. Those need real training, bro. If you don't train them dogs, boy, them dogs and say no. He said, bro, I had ground 63 for hours. The mansions GT offline. You feel me? I be seeing people play GTA online, so I be wondering how, but I feel like they're not gonna drop GTA 6 until like the early start of next year, like probably like February or March, bro. Cause they've been stalling it for like mad long. So they gonna drop it when people least expect. It's like probably March next year sometime. That's what I feel like they're gonna do. Y'all just gonna wake up and they say you're gonna see a lot of memes. GTA 6 drop. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I never got into playing GTA online, man. But I feel like that's where the fun is. So I gotta get into it online. But he said it was because there was some shady corporate warfare going on with Rockstar. You know all about that. Man, when it comes to that type of stuff, I don't really follow much, but I figured this game was gonna be monumental, so it had to deal with some type of money. Yo, Scully, chill. You don't want that to be the case. You're not gonna be able to play that junk. You talking about World War what? No. Hey, if that's happening, y'all still gonna be in the crib playing GTA? Nah, listen, look, let me give y'all a scenario real quick. GTA drops, WW Blast starts. You in the crib, you hear him, bow, boom. Is you in the crib gaming? He said, nah, they gonna drag my ass. Scully said, I gotta be on the front line. Scully, you gotta take the game with you. Y'all gotta set the TV up in the convoy. when y'all holding post. Nah, bro, you got me crying. You gotta take the little TV. Nora, what's up? Take the little TV in the convoy. Y'all be in the tank, taking turns gaming. Nah. He said, long story short, Rockstar employee claims the boss is late to move when they complain about hours and pay, but Rockstar claims the workers were leaking corporate secrets. Yeah, all that come down to that money business, man. Nora, they talking about GTA 6 right now, Nora. Richard, when it comes to corporate and all that, is money, man. I think GTA 6 has so much built up and hype around it that they just trying to figure out percentages, gang. You know, the corporate CEOs like, man, look, man, these employees did good, but some fools even they get 10%. The employees like, no, we built the whole GTA, we improved the graphics, the character, the gameplay, the role. We need 50. And that's all it come down to. You know what I'm saying? He said, brother, we're going to toast when GTA 6 come out. It might be the rapture. I don't know, man. Look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I'm going to keep it a bean. I know the government watch my lives, you know, all that. Yo, listen, GOV, listen, GOV. This is a public servant. Hey, just give all the regular folks enough time to get into like a smooth spot before y'all drop WWE. You know what I mean? WWE, man. He said, I used to play GTA with my two older brothers, but not anymore because it got boring. Nah, I did, but they improving it now, man. He said there was also a walkout protest in a part of the building mysteriously exploded. But look, that's what I'm talking about. It coming down to that money, man. When it come down to that money, Richard, things get sticky, man. Things get blown up. People end up missing. You know how it go, man. When them percentages, they fighting for them percentages. And then, you know, you just can't just walk away with all the bread because it's legal action. So this where all that come to, man. Who knows? You could have been in the cubicle working and your department blew up. They try to let you know it's serious. He said, who exited for the new Wolverine game? I ain't even know it was a new Wolverine game. I ain't had a system in a while. Really, the most game I've been playing is on my phone. Well, yeah, I want to get probably a PS5. He said when you take in billions, your employees garbage by thousands of hours of work. What do you expect? Shoot, Mr. Wilkins, that's every job. I ain't gonna lie. The other day I was looking at my check. I'm like, yo, bro, they taking 300 out of there for taxes. I need that 300. They got me enrolled in stuff I ain't even want to be enrolled in. I had to send an email like, yo, please remove me from those enrollments. Recently, I seen the 200, almost $300 on my check. You know what I mean? Not all, but most for sure. He said, looks like I'm going to be chilling with Red Dead Redemption for the next 25 years, gang. That's slightly a favorite game, huh? I feel like that's how people felt about Assassin's Creed when it first came out. People love Assassin's Creed, bro. You know the game I used to like? God of War. Kratos. Kratos had the chains wrapped around his arm. Gracias. That boy Kratos picking people up, dropping them, chain lift, chain hooking them. He dragging them. I used to love God of War, bro. He said, nah, GTA 6 would come on time this time. If they were going to delay it, it would have been prior to their last investors meeting. Man, I don't know. They've been had like too many delays back to back after announcing a release. It's been like at least 2 or 3. So, but I feel like maybe all that's to build the hype because people been already, you know, all right, Grisel, all right, Grisel. That boy Grisel gotta hop off, get on, hop off. Cause I'm like, look, I ain't trying to go to bed right now, man. I'm trying to be on the live. Like, Grisel, you got me crying. That boy pull up, he be like, yo, it's yourself. All right, I gotta go. Like, my mom's coming. Se habla Grisel, mijo. Dormir. It's not. Dale, the rapito. She be on that boy Beansky. Grisel gets no breaks. Yo. Nah, fully. Grisel, I remember them days when I used to my pops used to work till like 12. So look, I'll be watching TV till like 12. But I used to listen for the garage. When I heard that, that's how the garage used to sound. I heard that, TV off. Lights will already be off. I be in the dark. TV off. Boom. I'm in the bed. I'm dolly. I'm sleep. Because I knew he'd always come check my room. He said, I think they're making a mistake releasing it on current gen. Only fact of the matter is a lot of people are either on PC or last gen consoles. Now, when it comes to the consoles, it's getting crazy because that is true. A lot of people are becoming gamers as far as, using PCs as far as being gamers because of the streaming aspect, bro. So a lot of these consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, they then got to figure out the best way to integrate that into these consoles because I'm telling you, people are using gaming and PCs because of the streaming aspect. You could be playing a game and it's going to broadcast that to YouTube, Twitch, and freaking TikTok. You know what I mean? Like a lot of big streamers on YouTube, that's what they're doing. So that's where you see a lot of the PC play comes in because a lot of these consoles, they're not directly linked to like the net. Steam is coming out with the console that is supposed to be priced competitively with the PC. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out relative to what you just said. Nah, facts. But I talked to a gamer that's gonna get that console for that specific reason. Right there. You know what I mean? They said they're gonna get that Steam console right there for that specific reason. Because I'm telling you, that's the issue. That's why people, because you got to think, a PC, you could do more than game. So if you're a gamer, you already excited about that. And then once you do get on the PC, you if you're doing social media content, it's easier. Like as far as clipping and all that and streaming lives, it's just like a one-stop shop for real gamers. But then let's say you take the gaming aspect of it, they do graphic design, they do thumbnails, cover art. So big gaming console companies, they gotta put all this in a nutshell in the consoles, bro. It's over with. They need me at one of them meetings, man. You know what I mean? I just need to say that and leave. All right, that's all I have to say. You feel me? If they ain't thought about that by now, I don't know what they doing. He said, bro's hitting. I've been expecting you to pose for a second. Nah. Nah, man. It's what they gotta be talking about in these meetings because they got a competitive opponents, man. Streaming taking over. But then they gonna try to kill streaming with like overpopulating it, man. Streaming's taking over though. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's the time to get into streaming before it gets, too saturated for real. But that junk taking over. Even if you took up think about streaming's been took over. Look at music. Rowdy in the building. So that my boy Rowdy the Don, man. What's up? He said, I'm aware. I'm a web developer and a PC gamer who streams on Twitch. PCs are gonna be in as many houses as TVs. Facts. And you already understand the benefits of that. I ain't know you was a web developer though. You made websites, Mr. Wilkins. That's fire. How'd you do that? You got into like coding? Yo, my boy start the forklift training tomorrow, man. Get you the meta glasses, Rowdy. I don't know if they're gonna let you sneak record though. You know what I mean? You got to get you the meta glasses and then black out the little mark. You heard? Put like a black tape, some duct tape over the little recording mark. Because they show when it's recording, they put a duct tape over there. Fire! You be at work capturing everything. But yeah, man. My trainer about to show me how to drive the forklift right now. Let's see how it go. It'll be a straight POV. Unless you take the glasses off to show you or something. He said I got 5 dab pens now because I bought my first one and I got the same brand. But then check that flavor and when they said no, but the manager gave me one. Yeah, whoever that was hating. You ain't even use it, man. Get this back, man. Shout out to the manager, man. Whoever you talked to was having a horrible day and was like, no, I'm sad. I want to make you sad. Scully, you cleaning your saxophone. Okay. One boy on the saxophone, man. Beautiful music getting played. Scully Screw. Scully Screw. It's Scully Screw. He said, I got 5 dab pens now. Golden Gal, what's up? Rowdy gonna be in there dabbing up. Yo, I better not crash that forklift, fool. You better not hit the dab too hard. You scared? Nah. Golden Gal, what's up, Golden Gal? Rowdy finna be chop suey off the dabsters, man. He said I got one for free. Nah, I know. You had to finesse that, though, because the cashier was hating. You talking about no refunds. Nah, brother. I need that money. Yeah. Finesse. The manager, a cool manager, though, man. Cashier, he bipolar. Get him off the register. He said, I coded the website for my last job. I know HTML, what goes on the site, how the site looks, JavaScript, button hyperlinks, SQL, managing when and where people see your site. Man, you're gonna have to break that down to me because look, I might use Base 44, which is an AI. But I kind of like I'm not a coder, bro. But I have cracked a couple phones, so maybe there's a potential to be a coder, but I was trying to create a website myself, and then I realized that you gotta like basically you create the template for the website, and then you insert all of that into like a host for the domain, and then you purchase the domain. So I was going through like something called design.com, but then I didn't really like the structure as far as like the site, because you got the home page, you can add content, images, and all that. I didn't really like how that was popping up, so then I was trying Wix, but then with Wix, it was kind of like, man, I ain't really like it. But then I had to go through like Hostinger and all this, so I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do all that. I'm like, man, forget all this. I'm gonna just chill. But then I seen something else called Base 44, so I'm gonna see what Base 44 is. Cause look, bro, I personally don't want to have to pay nobody to do a website again, because I feel like the last person was kind of eating off of me as far as like what I had to pay monthly for the domain. It was kind of a lot. So I want to set it up to where I'm just running it myself right now. Nader, what's up, man? He said I just uploaded 250 boxes. Simi didn't have a lift gate. Damn, boy, you working. He said I'm starting training at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I got my steel toes. Man, that boy got the boots on. Shout out to Rowdy, man. Starting a new gig tomorrow, man. Congrats, brother. Good luck, man. You feel me? He said making and hosting a website is easy. Some drag and drop sites are good, but making it from scratch is the best. Advertising is the hard part, but you have this channel to handle that. Now, most definitely, I want to create a site for the channel, bro. For real. You know what I mean, Mr. Wilkins? So I just gotta like not be lazy, bro. Sometimes I be lazy. That's one thing I can know about myself. It's like when I'm lazy, I'm not maximizing my full thinking capability. I say it's probably like 40%. But once I stop being lazy, then I can fully maximize that. So I'm gonna try something else and see, man. Cause like I said, I want to be hands on with the site, meaning that I want to be able to go in there, swap out the products. Uh I personally didn't know because there was Hostinger, there was like a bunch of them, man. Like, but I didn't really like uh the design I was having. I got it just wasn't looking good. You know, it was kind of like the layers, because you know when you do a site, there's the home, there's like the contact, and when you say there's add content, you could create like a shop. So I didn't like that portion of it. So personally, I was just gonna use this site called Base 44. I haven't even got on there yet, but it kind of like told me I like working with AI. I feel like if it's I feel like AI can handle inserted prompts to generate what I would need. Long as the preview looks like what I want it to look like, then I'm gonna rock with it. See, I'm a baseball player with my family. So all these guys take it easy, boy. All right, broski. You better be hitting home runs out there. Knocking it out the park. I played softball one time, bro. I suck at batting, bro. I'm terrible. But if you put me in the outfield, man, I'm out there going dumb. I'm snatching everything, catching every pass. When you put me at batting, bro, I don't know. I just can't hit that jump like for real. Try to be like Barry Bonds. You know what I'm saying? Strike one. Do not put me at bat, brother. Nah, for real, for real. You know, most people like, yeah, I mean, no, nah, I ain't gonna cap. When I played one time, boy, I was terrible at bat. But in the outfield, my homie, he was like this white dude. He was drinking beer and shit like that. I had my cousin with me. He's like, why yes, you're terrible. You're terrible at batting. But we could, if we put you in the outfield, you're good. I'm like, yeah, bro, yeah, just outfield all day, man. It's how I love tackling the people who think you're not none and you show them how you play with it. A running tackle got me on running. Yeah, like especially tagging them. Yeah, tagging mug. Yo, that boy going to the gym. Nader say he getting A-Rap games. Shane talk about he sucks wet farts. Come on, Shane. You all right, buddy? That sounds like a throat issue. My boy said gas his throat. Shane, are you all right? Shane, are you okay? Are you okay, Shane? When they start trying to catch and flip. Said, dudes, ladies love it. I ain't sucking no girl wet fart. Yo, all right, crazy. You the freaky dude that be doing all types of weird when a girl come over, she expects you to eat her buns. That's eat the shit that coming out her buns. yo, Rowdy, you see this guy? Boy, talking about he's sucking wet farts. Nah, you eating doo-doo, Shane. You eating doo-doo air, man. You told Shorty you want the doo-doo mats. You told her just give me the doo-doo special. I want a shit face. They said I'm turning my cars out like the man. Look at oh, it's crazy in the forest. Yeah, I know. They like what, man? They not eating the fishy. Hey, bro, Arabs don't even be eating the fishy. DJ Khaled, I think one time he told him he he don't go down on Shorty. Yeah, type shit, you know? Yeah. They go down on you feel me? But I think it's certain cultures that they just don't do that. You know what I mean? They just don't do that, man. Yeah, but you gotta smell that junk, man. If it's gonna have a stench if it's no good. I ain't gonna lie, like you just gonna have a stench. And you gotta understand when the box, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, when the box is touched, it's like it's not gonna be a fishy smell, it's gonna be sour. Because it's like the fluids of the other person's odor has been in here. So it's like sour. It's gonna smell sour. Now the reason I say this, like, bro, I used to hit a shorty that had a man, you feel me? So like I never hit shorty raw. I get neck from the shorty and all that, but it's like it be certain times I'm finna smash shorty. The box is just sour. Like, cause you know, she doing that with her mans for real. It's like sour box. Like when I say sour box, it smells. And the first way let you know, let you know somebody been in it, like that box will be sour. But I knew she had a man, so it's like, of course, you feel me? But I don't know, all that sharing the bra shit, that shit a dub, man. I don't really like that, man. But that be the greed of certain females, bro. Certain females, they got a lot of greed, man. Men too, bro. It's not just females. It's like, I don't know. People be greedy, man. Feel me? They want multiple boxes and they want multiple woods. You feel me? He said it's not like that. He said you tasting some funky women, bro. Bro, I ain't tasting no funky women. I'm trying to tell you that before you even go down on a bra, if you want to know if your shit is clean, you're not supposed to smell nothing. But if it's not, it's gonna be fishy. But if it's not that and it smells sour, she's been, you know what I mean? I don't know why you get me saying that out of that, Shane. You not listening, brother. He bought out, Roddy. He's like, you're tasting. No, brother. He ain't say nothing about tasting nothing. Personally, I don't really do that off rip, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. It's only been like a select amount of shorties off rip that I really just was on some OD shit, but they was just beautiful in my perspective. So maybe that was the extra motivation, you know. But they was straight. You know, my lips is good. You know, besides being a little dark from the weed, you know, it's not going on. So I personally just don't like doing that off rip because it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like for you to do that, it's like you gotta really be rocking with a shorty, bro. You just, but it's dudes that just do that off rip because they're weird. It's shorties that dudes do that off rip. They don't even get to smash, bro. Like you feel me? The reason I know that is because I done been chilling with these type of bras, and it's the first thing they say is like, that's what they want. So I'll be like, why would you say that, dude? Like, is that the requirement? Da 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 da. And if Shorty say yes, then I don't even want to hit because it's like it's lame. It's like you gotta, to do that. You feel me? But it's dudes that do that just to get that. You feel me? And I don't know. The game is weird, man. The game's been messed up because this dudes, like I said, they eating shit just to have with a shorty. You ain't gotta do all that. Shorty gonna give you that box. She gonna suck you, freak you, feed you. You know what I mean? Like, but it's kind of yeah. These brothers are starving, Rowdy. I say starving. I'm talking about starving. They talking about drinking bath waters and you drinking somebody bath water for, dog. You good? Nah, they more than starving. But these dudes mess up the game for everybody though. Cause a shorty will come around you and be thinking like you supposed to be on that type of time. Cause some weird ass dude is on that type of time, and it's like nah, bruh. You feel me? I used to have a shorty, bruh. She was from Cali, and she was a real shorty though. She used to be like she used to drink too much, gang. I ain't gonna lie, that was her only problem. She get drunk, she'd be a little OC. So she came to visit her sis. So while she visiting her sis and shit like that, we bump her. I bump her on the app. We link up. We do what we do. She get to telling me about her ex niggas. When a girl get comfortable around you, bro, she just get to talking about a lot of stuff, bro. You just let her talk. So while she's talking to me, I got you, Richard. I'm gonna read that message in a second. She get to telling me like our ex dude was crazy. He used to just be super jealous and da da da. But keep in mind we drinking and all this, smoking. And then she was like, "Oh yeah," she thought he was sweet because she used to eat him. So when she say she used to eat him, I'm like, "Hold on, what you mean you used to eat him?" We not just gonna skip past that, the Drewski voice. She like, I used to eat him, YS. So I'm like, hold on, you not talking about what I think you talk about. She like, yeah, I used to eat them every time. And I'm like, hold on, every time? She like, every time. So I'm like, every time. This was regular? She's like, yeah. So I asked her. This was like the realest. I asked this girl, because this girl, she kept it real. I'm like, what did you used to think when you used to eat them? She like, I used to be thinking he gay as But I'm like, yo, but you were eating them. This was your man, shorty. But for her to have that thought of the man she's eating is crazy. Cause a lot of dudes, it's a crazy scenario because a lot of dudes, they end up like taking the shorty out because they later on expose that they like that type of you know what I mean? She said my message got deleted because YouTube some haters, but Pork Bun has cheap domain hosting and I recommend them heavy for that part of the website. Alright, bet Pork Bun, I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, man, so like that's like the cases with a lot of dudes. They doing a lot of stuff in that deuce section with dudes, man. If you not like that, they thinking that you like that because a lot of these dudes like that. You know what I mean? That shit weird. I tell Shorty, man, you don't do nothing with my buns at all, baby. I do stuff with your buns. That's why I tell all my shorty if they ever approach me, I'm like, yo, nah, baby, I do something with your buns. What you need done with your buns? We working on your buns. Feel me? We smacking your buns, grabbing them, pulling them, dang near yanking them off your back. Yeah, that way. You know what I mean? Not the other stuff though. That's for buddy. You know, but just know who you messing with, bro. Cause a lot of shorty, like I said, they be messing with dudes like Shane. Shane say he eating wet farts. That's the first thing Shane said. He said, give me them. Yeah, hey Rich, we snatching them just off the back. Them Johns dribble, we dribbling them. We do. We might even motorboat gang, but none of that is getting nothing to us. No, it's not here. And then that's like all the rules for all the shorties, bro. Like I ain't never let no shorty get me to do some shit I ain't was really down with. Craziest shit I had happened one time. I had this white shorty, bro, and that's why I said know who you messing with because you don't really know a shorty for real, gang, or what type of stuff she's really into until you dealing with her. So I met this shorty, man, this white shorty. We were talking on Facebook, boom, boom, boom. We ended up linking. When we linked, first time shorty was cool. I ain't, back then I wasn't really smashed. I just get a neck. She was cool. I got the neck. Giraffe, bro. I say giraffe got a long neck. So that's what Neckington. I got the neck. So shorty pushed back up another time. When she pushed back up, she get to telling me we drinking more. When we drinking, she get to telling me like she had a dominatrix. So I'm like, a dominatrix, what's that? She's not a dominatrix, but a dominator, a dom. She calls it a dom. So I'm like, you got a dom? What's a dom? So she was like, oh, it's just like somebody that, if you don't know what that is, look that shit up, man. She had a dom though. So I'm like, okay. So keep in mind, bro, I'm not into no dime shit, man. I WWE a shorty, choke her out, smack her, regular degular, but shorty, we get to getting busy. Shorty give me neck and all that. You know, I'm smashing and she grabbed some shit. And she had her bag. It was like a face mask, buddy. Shit looked like a superhero face mask with like just a little opening. So I'm like, all right, but it was like straps in the back, like some asylum shit. So she's like, can you put this on me and just strap it tight? So gang, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't weak, bro. Like, only thing I was thinking in my mind is like, bro, this white girl is not about to die in my crib because she got this fetish of suffocation. So gang, I put the mask on this, bro. I'm doing my thing. I put the mask on this, I tighten this bitch. She like, can you tighten the mask tighter? So, bro, this shorty lips popping out the hole. You know what I mean? So, this whole tight, but it's like, if I go tighter, I'm damn near for the kill this hoe, bro. So I'm like, nah, bro, this hoe's out of here, bro. She damn near want to die in my crib. So if you trying to do all that, go to your crib. You feel me? Like yeah, Rich. That's how I'm thinking, cause it's like, yeah, boo. I get what you saying, but I'm strong as shit, and this could turn out bad. You feel me? You want to get to your point of like almost dying type shit. That's how I took it, But I'm not trying to help you with that shit, bro. This shit feel like a job now. I'm not a hitman, shorty. You gotta get the fuck out, bro. That shit turned me off. Like literally turned me off, bro. I ain't want to do nothing after. I told Shorty, I'm like, nah, I ain't even. She's like, okay, well, forget the match. Let me just give you head then, and You know, because that's what I got the first time. But I'm like, nah, I don't even want that shit either, man. Because I'm looking like, you ready to die, shorty. Do that on your own time, man. You feel me? I ain't trying to be a part of that. Because the only thing the cops would have came in and said, you're under arrest. But it's been cases like that where people was doing that, and you know the other person needed to get to that extreme point of just almost passing, and they did pass. And person behind jail, you know what I mean, behind bars for nothing, because they were trying to, fulfill this fantasy. It's like, man, go choke yourself out at the crib, man. Feel me? Cause bro, I got big ass hands, bro. So you gotta understand, like, I had that joint stupid tight, like to where Shorty head was like, she wanted to die that night. I was like, nah, I ain't trying to help you pass, man. But I don't know, like it's certain stuff that I'm cool with, but it's all that extra shit to where you could nearly pass Shorty. It's like it's too much. I mean, it's too much. And I ain't trying to really catch no accidental body. Imagine you catch an accidental body, bro. It's even been time I'm using just my bare hands, and Shorty's been telling me like, you got a strong ass grip. You know, you choking me crazy, like, so you just gotta know your strength in certain situations, because bro, it's been a lot of cases like that where, like I said, they were getting down. Long story short, one person was trying to go to the extreme and they died. Said Armand Moise, Cannibal Cafe, life in prison after he met another dude online. They both agreed to let Armand kill and eat him. Still, yeah, that right there, that's a perfect example. It's like, cause I be thinking from a perspective standpoint. It's like, damn, what's going on in this person's life to where this person want to get choked out so bad to where they don't even want to be able to breathe, like, like they ready to go, and maybe they just can't do it themselves, like, so they might disguise it with intercourse. You feel me? Cause even that story you just told me, that's what that sound like. It's like somebody tell you like, yeah, I want you to kill me and eat me, and then you just ready to fulfill that for them, and you bugging, fool. I ain't lie, like, y'all ass gonna be behind bars. I ain't trying to be behind bars for no fulfillment. I look at it like, you want to take yourself out, man. Look, this your life. You gotta do that on your own time. I'm not gonna help you get taken out. I'm here to help you stay here and be alive. But it get crazy though. That's why I say y'all gotta know who y'all dealing with, bro. Like, secretly, there's a lot of girls that have doms. Motherfuckers is like pushing them to like extreme levels to where maybe they traumatized, and that's the only way for them to get to that point of, I don't know what it is, bro. I can't even understand that shit, but it's a real thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a real thing. I met like at least 4 girls that have been doms, bro. Like, and bro, I met this Mexican shorty. Like, bro, this shit'll get crazy if we sit here and talk about the experiences. That's why you always gotta really talk to a shorty to get to know him, bro. He's like, it's a matter of desensitization. Repeated exposure to extreme sexual situations increases the likelihood of future extreme sexual situations without therapy. And not all that BS is like, yeah. So a lot of these motherfuckers get traumatized early that be into this shit. That, like you said, Richard Wilkins, because I used to have this shorty. She was a Mexican shorty, and she was far away. Like, she stayed 2 hours away, but I had to go there for work. So first time I went there, we chilled the whole night. She wasn't trying to give me no play for real till like we went back to her crib and I smashed. Then I started just coming back there for work more often, so we got close. But then we got so close, Shorty had a kid. But she was telling me like, dude, she was in a dime situation at like 19, bro. And I'm like, what? She like, yeah, I used to be a dime for this couple. They used to pay me good money. And I'm like, what? This was like 19. She was you like a side piece for a couple, man. Like for the wife and the husband. And I'm just my mind was blown, nigga. Like nah, my mind was blown, bro. Because Shorty, a mom, she got a whole family. She got a sister. But this Shorty was a dime at 19 for a couple getting paid. Nah, these bras different. You feel me? So it's all I just be letting Shorties talk, so I can know who I'm dealing with. Cause it's like damn. Like I ain't gonna judge them, but I know like okay, this motherfucker they already been ruined early. No disrespect, but that mean you got ruined early. That mean you were 19 being paid to be a slave for basically prostitution gang. You know, but you probably thought it was cool. He said, if you want to do dime suck, that's on you, but there should be internal and external limits in opinion. You know, when someone's putting their life in, nah, it's too much, man. But that's why I said Richard Wilkins. All that comes from motherfuckers being traumatized. I ain't traumatized on that level, bro. I've been in war, bro, real war. I'm talking about real explosions, freaking guns, all that, like real war. You know, that's as far as my trauma goes. But as far as like, you know, being in a situation, unfortunately, you know, being ruined early sexually, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people that may be like that, like I said, they've been traumatized early, bro. And like you said, it never was like an intervention or therapy session to help them. So they naturally grow on to take that part of life, you know. But it just weird, man. But you gotta talk, man. You gotta talk to a lot of just really get to know these shorties. Like shorties like talking about freaky shit, bro. So I always get a shorty to tell me to like come clean about the freaky shit she done. So I know, you know what I mean. Once I know, it's like okay, I got an understanding of who I'm really dealing with. Because the dudes out there, they fall in love with like a person they don't even know. And later on, they gonna find out this person's into getting trained. You know what I mean? This person want to have a foursome with them and three other guys. Like crazy. Or they like swinger parties. Nah, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story I seen on TikTok, right? There was a dude, right? Dude met this girl. Met this girl. The girl, he told the girl, he like, look, man, I want to date you, but I'm into seeing other women. He said sexual trauma is probably the most debilitating mental health crisis. Imagine having someone else inside of your brain controlling your body and your helpless to resist. That's only how. Now that's what a lot of people are facing today. Richard Wilkins, for real. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Springer, what I'm hearing correctly? Yeah. So it was this dude. He's a black dude on TikTok. He telling the story. He like he's a dude that was very promiscuous in a sense. So he needed to get a girl that was like that. So he got this girl. So when he get this girl, you know, him and the girl discuss what they like, and he like, yeah, baby, you know, I like bringing a girl in the room with us, da 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 da. So she like, okay, I'm with that, do 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 do. But the issue come is when a girl wanna make her orders, and when a girl wanna make her orders, it's like just like you want a girl with the girl, she might want a dude or more than one. So you know they were rocking on and off for a while. Everything was good. So one day he decided just to ask the girl. He like, hey baby, so I know I bring girls all the time. If you could bring another guy, who would you bring? And the girl like, oh baby, I wouldn't want to choose no other guy. You're like the most attractive guy to me. You know, ego boosting, bro. You know, women good at boosting our egos, man. So make sure your ego already good. Otherwise, you gonna be boosted. So Shorty like, oh no, baby, you the only one. And he like, nah, baby. I don't mean like that. I'm just saying if you would like to pick any guy, who would you pick? She like, well, she named celebrities and shit like that. So he like, okay, well, let's go to a swinger party. So she like a swinger party. Like if I go in there, boo, I'm probably not gonna have a lot of fun. I'm not even gonna be doing anything. So he like, man, we gonna see, boo. So he take this girl to the swinger party. So he said they get to the swinger party. Shit's cool, vibey. Everybody's in there. It's couples in there. It's dudes in there. So this shorty come up to him and then take him into a room with another shorty. So while he doing his thing, having the time, like he say, some just go in his mind and say, yo, go check up on your girl. So fool, he leave the room where he's having the time of his life. Go. He said he can't find his girl at first, but keep in mind, his girl said she just wasn't gonna be doing nothing. She just gonna stand there. She didn't know what she was gonna do. Blah blah. So he like, at first, man, I couldn't find shorty, but you know, I know how my girl sounds. So as I'm trying to look for my girl, I can hear her. So he like, man, I start hearing the voice. So I start tracing the voice. I get to the voice. She in the room with three dudes. So he said when he come in there, he kind of didn't know what to do at first because this was his idea. He said he was just disgusted. Like that boy came in and seen his shorty getting wrecked. He said she was in there with three dudes. You feel me? And when he came in there, he didn't really know how to really get her out of there, but he tried to intervene. And dude was like, man, what you doing? What you doing? And he like, that's my girl, bro. Da, 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 da. Nah, it ain't him, though. It's not, bro. This was a black dude, bro. It's a black dude on TikTok. He like, so he grabbed his girl. And then she was like, oh, baby, you know, and then they left. They left right after that. He said in the car, it was like the most awkward ride home. He just thinking like, baby, I ain't even know you was like that. Nah, this man just won one and two girls. Shorty won 7 guys. Endless appetite. Nah, I was looking like, but bro, that story right there has happened to a lot of dudes. That yeah, like, yo, President said you not getting back in the car. Nah, Richard ain't walking home. But hold on, y'all lay together, bruh. Yo, bro, Shorty was in there with 3 guys, bruh. She was getting wrecked. Nah, yeah, like, you know what I mean? He said, one of them will give you a ride. Now, after that, Richard, it's over. You're gonna realize now, I don't want a girl that's like me, man. I want the opposite. Bro, the story I'm telling y'all, that's happened to a lot of dudes like that. A lot of dudes. They think they doing a number, but they feel like they see they shorty appetite. It's an endless appetite, brother. Endless. You know what I mean? They say endless, bro, is endless. But I seen a story and I was just like cracking up, bro. My boy said he heard her voice. He know what she sound like. That means she was getting piped. You know what I'm saying? Terrible, man. It's like, man, you don't ever want to be in that situation, man. That shit, like, that'll take your heart. That'll take your heart, man. That's gonna take your heart out your chest, like, whoa. You can't look at that shorty the same after. It's like, you still want to hit that? Nah. That shit crazy. You feel me? When you think about the whole situation, this shit is crazy, man. Just know who you dealing with, man. Get you one of them good girls, man. Even them good girls though, you gotta do your research on them. Feel me? So you don't want to be too deep in a relationship, and later on you find out she's a bopper. You know? You feel me? Or you don't want to marry somebody that you know, or you don't know they past. Like when I say they past, like what if there was another meme online where it was a dude and his wife in the car, and he was like, bro, dudes always ask these questions, bro. They like, she's like, oh, hey, love, I forgot what dude asked her. He's like, um, am I the love of your like? Before me, how many guys have you been with? She was like, oh, well, Scully, what's up? She's like, well, I haven't really been with a lot of guys or some shit. He's like, oh, okay, well, how many guys, like, have you slept with? Oh, how many guys have you slept with before me? And she was like, oh, well, you're like the only one I slept with, babe. And he's like, no, babe, that's not what I mean. I'm asking, like, how many guys did you, like, have with before me? She's like, oh, well, they don't really matter, babe. Like, I mean, you're like the only guy, like. And he's like, just answer the question. I promise I'm not gonna get mad, babe. I'm not. How many guys have you slept with before me? You know what Shorty said? Shorty was like, well, you're the only one I slept with. None of the other guys will let me sleep. What? Imagine your wife saying that, gang. What you doing? That mean, look, every time your shorty went over a guy crib, they was running her every 5 minutes. I was like, running her. She ain't getting no sleep. Dude might have popped him a rhino pill. So I got his hand on some Viagra. He said, yo, Percocet, Molly Percocet. He's like, I'm up all night for you, shorty. Nah, imagine your shorty say that. What you doing, man? How you feeling? You good? How you feeling? What you doing? Yeah, that's crazy, right? But I ain't know what to do. He already was married to this junk. Feel me? One of my homies, we used to talk. He was crazy. He'd say like, he'd be like, "Why, yes, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Like, I be asking hoes all types of freaky shit when I first meet them. I'd be like, where's the freakiest place you ever did some shit? And if a shorty say in the bathroom, under the stairs, or like in the car, I know she's a dot, bro." He's like, I know she's a dot, bro. Cause it's true, because I ain't gonna lie, like I've dealt with dots and I've dealt with real women, bro. I had this shorty, right? Now keep in mind, I'm a dude, so when I stayed at home with my pops, it was structured. Like, your parents be like, yo, go make your bed, bro. Make your bed every morning. There's some shit they tell you at the crib if you got some structure. As you get older, like, you make your bed, but when you on your own, you might just hop out the bed and just leave your sheets. So when Shorty would come, I've been cracking Shorty for a minute. If I didn't have like my bed made, like bed sheet, bed blanket, pillow, Shorty wouldn't want to do nothing. She'll be like, I'm not doing nothing till you make your bed. She's like, I'm a lady. I'm not just gonna lay on a bare mattress. Da 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 da. It's other times, I've been with other shorties. I'm like, yo, let me smash you in the whip. And she like, nah, I ain't smashing in the whip. We gotta be in the room. So this ain't a lie, bro. It's like certain women, they look at themselves like they bigger than the environment. You feel me? It's not for them if the environment ain't up to par. Thoughts, they don't care about the environment. They gonna suck you, smash you in McDonald's, parking lot, bathroom, freaking the trap house, under the bridge, wherever. It don't matter, bro. You could just get done hooping. You could smell like must. they going, you know. So that's what my homie would be on, man. He's like, I just ask certain questions, bro. Once I get that idea, it's like, oh, I know shorty a thought, you know, and ain't nothing wrong with a shorty being a thought. If you like that, it just saves you from falling in love, saves you from knocking her up, you know. Because when you get to that level, you know, you just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no point of return. You know, you gotta just deal with it at that point. But at the end of the day, man, you know, we all make choices, bro. Yo, paid to talk. Geniuses, what's up? He said, king of. I ain't trying to be the king, man. King of myself, man. King of YS. You feel me? The kings all fall. Somebody try to take their throne. Why would I want to rule somebody else when I could rule my own? That shows true leadership. Success here, I could show that to someone else. He said, do women prefer if I wear my light up Velcro Skechers on the first date? Man, it's not about that, man. It's about your personality and charisma. Just be smooth, be funny, bro. Dress nice. You know what I mean? If shorty like you, she not gonna care if you got on Crocs, Nike, G Fazos, or your Skechers. My first day ever, I took my girl that I dated for 3 years, my ex, to Burger King. I only had like $4. It was all in quarters and dimes. This is a true story. You know what I mean? Then I ended up dating her for like 3 years. So at the time, you know, I ain't even have a car. She drove us to Burger King. You know what I mean? So, ayo, real global connect. So that's the true story right there, man. So if she didn't like me, she probably would have been embarrassed that I was paying in quarters, but she liked me, so it didn't matter. That's one thing y'all gotta understand, man. If a woman likes you, it don't matter, bro. She'll lay on the concrete floor with you and give you some play. If she don't like you, you gonna have to spend some money and be extravagant and do all this extra, you know, just to get her. You gotta do all that. She don't really like you. Cause y'all be seeing a woman that just let dudes use their car, they pay for the money, the food, they let them stay for free. They like those guys. You know what I mean? Them dudes get everything. They get the car keys, free living, free coach, free everything. Don't even lift a finger. They like them. Everybody got the materialism and clout and money mixed up with being liked. And nah, mugs don't like you, bro. They just see you got things that everybody want, bro. Everybody want to be important. Everybody want to have money. Not everybody, but most people. Let me take that back. Most people want to be important. Everybody wants to have money. And most people want clout. He said, I was like that for 6 years, bro. She got tired of it and got a sugar dad. Yeah, and now most girls, they want a sugar dad because they necessarily don't have to be with these men, but they're gonna provide the lifestyle that they want. So if you a guy that's going around and thinking you having money and being fresh, go make the girls like you, sorry to break it to you, they do not like you, broski. They need that bag off your ass. You be seeing young girls with old dudes that's like 80. You think she like that 80-year-old guy? She's getting all this money from him. She got a 20-some-year-old guy her age. She's smashing and giving him all the bread. See, the main reason people want to be successful so bad so they can live with the white people. I know if friends is. That's not true, bro. Most people want to be successful so bad so they can flex. It's only a few people that want success just to rest. You know what I'm saying? Most people want success to flex. To say, look at me. I'm Big YS. I got the bag. Let me do a money spread. I'm in the mansion. That's the forms right there. Now, that's what most people want success for. It's only a few people that want success to rest. When I say the rest, they in the cut. They got everything taken care of for the fam. You know, they not flexing, but behind the scene, they taking care of things that's had them stressing, that had the fam stressing. Now the money's in, it's a blessing. They don't want nobody to know like we rich over here in this section. You feel me? He said I did the money spread when I was taking care of Angel Mom. Yeah, but you weren't flexing to everybody else. You were taking care of business, you know. But when I say flexing, it's like a picture on IG every day, story every day, money phone every day, showing the price tag of your shirt every day. When you look online, what are they doing? Exactly that. You know what I'm saying? They flexing. All you gotta do is go on Instagram, bro. The ones that look like they got the money, they flexing. Am I lying? Who knows if they got the money? You just know they flexing, they rich. Yeah, you looking like a lick. But the real people, dude, you wouldn't even know some of the richest people because, bro, these people wear regular clothes. Bro, when I say regular clothes, like, let me give you an example what a millionaire might have on that might be next to you in the store. Fool might be wearing a regular jacket like this, bro. Some regular like this. This ain't crazy, fam. This is regular. You feel me? Or like a 90s store t-shirt. But bruh got a bag. You feel me? Walmart clothes, Skechers. Driving a calm Mercedes, but they up. Because they know, like, look, first off, I got too much money to be so loud. Like, doing that is gonna attract too much attention and it's gonna put me at risk. You feel me? Second, they understand, okay, if everyone knows I have this, everyone will want to get close to me. They want to be a part of, they find a way. So I gotta minimize that eyes. I gotta be as discreet. You feel me? But you wouldn't even know. Because you only think somebody's rich because they're flexing. Yeah. He said, got the Bugatti money though, for real. Bro, I'm telling you, like the other day, the Uber driver flexed on this guy. This guy was an Uber driver. He had 4 million in his account. This was a real video. The construction worker in the back talking trash to the Uber driver that's giving him and his friend a ride. The Uber driver says, man, I'm richer than you. He's like, I doubt it. I doubt it. He's like, okay, a-hole. Wait till we pull over. I'll show you I'm richer than you. You guys just talk a lot, man. Just because I'm not flashy, you're an a-hole. I'll show you. So when they get out the car, he drop them off. The dude that was talking to him try to walk out. You know, he's like, you get out of here, asshole. You get out of here. You walk off. Your friend, come here. Come look at my account. This is a real video on my Instagram, bro. Shows the account. The friend says, what? Dog, he got 4.4 million. Dog, it's not staged. This is real. He's like, for real? He's like, yeah, bro, this guy has 4.4 million in his. Dude, the Uber driver was driving a regular freaking car, bro. I'll put this on my life. He had 4 million in this shit. Nah, that shit was crazy. Literally flexed on him. That's a true flex, but you don't know who got the money. That's why I tell you that, man. Some of the people y'all think got the money probably don't even got the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't show your cards. You might be working with millionaires, people that got 300,000. You won't know. Yo, Kiari, what's up? Sean, I don't know, man. I don't really care about those two guys, man. Mayweather and Mike Tyson. I don't know. I'd rather watch like a different boxing match. I've been doing good, Kiari. How you been, man? Shout out to little Yuki, man. You feel me? Yeah, shout out to Lil Yuki, shout out Kenzo, man. The whole fam. You feel me? I've been doing good. Kiari just been cranking the lash like regular. You say Yuki is sweet? Yeah, shout out to Yuki. He said you look like the rapper Juicy J. Her first word was mommy, okay? She probably spending a lot of time with mommy. You know what I'm saying? You say you were happy you cried, that's lit, man. I'm sure that melted your heart. Yuki. I like the name Yuki though. I ain't gonna lie, that's a good name. Yeah, I just don't like watching those guys boxing because it's all about the money, man. That's not even a good fight. Man, Kenzo can't be sad. He's gonna have his moment. Man, Kenzo gotta cheer up, man. At least she said his name second. But Kenzo gotta understand a baby's firstborn, the mother is the primary like best friend, Habibi. Until the baby gets to probably about 3 or 4 years old. You know what I mean? Then the baby can start to decide like if it really wants to like look at the dad like that or whatever, or maybe like brothers, nieces, nephews. Cause bro, I had nieces that primarily my little niece, she loved my sister, which is her mom. My pops used to first drop her off. She was probably like 3 years old. She literally cried when she get dropped off. I want to go to mommy. I want to go to mommy. I was like, your mom at work, man. We chilling right now. So I talked to her. She was like, ah. I was like, let's watch. You want to watch TV? So we watch your favorite show. Then sometimes she get tired and I put her to sleep. Then she'll eat. But it's like she got used. No, this my niece. She got used to coming over here to like break away from her mom. And then it used to get to the point my pops would be like, shit, like, I want to go to YS house. They'd be telling her mom that, like, drop me off. Drop me off at YS house. You know what I'm saying? There was one time I had my sister come get me so I can go get this truck. My niece was crying. She did not want to go home with us. She trying to come with me. So, like, when the child gets older, man, it starts to, like, get closer to other family members and like that. So, Kenzo ain't got to be jealous about nothing. He said, and she was using coke, help him boxing. He don't got strength. Yeah, I just don't think that's gonna be an interesting fight. You know what I mean? I like to watch new up and coming boxers, man. These guys, it's a money grab. You feel me? Mayweather and Mike Tyson's like, why are they fighting each other, bro? Mike Tyson just gotta become a YouTuber, gang. I don't know. Some of these dudes, listen, they need me as a like he says you don't like Kenzo. Maybe when she gets older. When she gets older. Bro, these dudes be too old to box. Mike Tyson just need to sell all his property, get a nice little crib, have some money to enjoy life, and become a YouTuber, bro. People will follow Mike Tyson if he became a YouTuber. He'll still have a bag, but a lot of the time these guys' lifestyle is so expensive that they can't stop doing these things because they can't pay the bill. Yeah, but he don't really need to be boxing, but he's doing that because he need the money. That's why I said he need to start a YouTube channel. That joint hit 1 million by the mob. Now I've watched some of his episodes, but those are other people platform though, Rowdy. You know what I mean? Yeah, but look at what I'm saying. Mike Tyson's a superstar. He made a lot of money from boxing. You would think he doesn't have to box again. The fact that he's boxing again means he needs that money, bro. Him going on podcasts is cool, but that's not his platform to where he's making all the money. He needs to set up his own platform, like a YouTube. You know, I know he got the weed company, so that's making him money. But you know, he needs something else to supplement his lifestyle because a lot of these dudes go broke based on their lifestyle, man. You know, when you're a famous artist living in a mansion with 20 cars and Your mortgage is probably 40K a month. Yeah, it's different. It's different. Y'all like the day lives though? I'm cranking the day lives. I usually don't crank the day lives. I crank the night lives for sure though. He said Tyson would use stimulants and his coach would try to push him too much instead of helping him. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he was dealing with a lot mentally. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely dealing with a lot mentally, but when you get older, bro, you supposed to be chilling, bro. That should be the goal. You don't want to be old and having to work extra hard. I don't see that being fun. You supposed to be old, riding bikes. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, facts. He was dealing with a lot mentally. I just feel like he need to be chilling, enjoying life right now. Floyd Mayweather too. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather done made a lot of money from boxing. Nah, don't none of us want to be old and having to work. Bro, I work with older folks today, man. You said I fought with a day and nah, facts, Rowdy. I gotta get on it. I'm mad I can't play the game right now because I gotta freaking update this game, but Apple being weird, man. L Apple, man. L Apple. They hating. You know what I'm saying? They hating right now, real global. I can't get on COD, man. I was trying to live stream COD. But next week I should be able to get some new guns on there for sure, man. I need some new guns on there. So I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying? You say you gotta hit up NYC. Go in the summertime, man. Hey, hold on. Y'all don't leave. I gotta send this message real quick. Don't dip, squad. I just had to respond to a business inquiry, you feel me? Shout out to Queens, man. I was out there in Queensbridge, Jamaica, Queensbridge. You feel me? Kahari out there in Tokyo, man, or Japan, I forgot. It's Tokyo, it's Japanese, right? Japan? He said, I need me a little New York joint. Them joints be feisty, man. Yeah, she in Tokyo, man. One day we gonna go out to Tokyo and visit Kahari, man. Arigato, arigato, arigato. Yeah, if I come to Tokyo, Kahari, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live like arigato. I'm like, yo, Kahari, where you at, man? I'm at the 7-Eleven right now on what's a street in Tokyo? Give me a Tokyo street right now. Real Global say I'm from LA. Yeah, I've been to LA, Real Global. I've been to LA a few times, like 3 or 4 times. My first time going to LA was with my ex. Curry, what's a street name out there in Tokyo? Give me one street name. Yeah, I went to Santa Monica, San Francisco. Where the deserts be at? You know, it's LA that got deserts. I went there to pick up somebody. It's like 2 hours away from LA. I went there. I forgot what that's called. She said, Tashita Street. Tagashita Street. I'm like, yo, Kari, I'm over here on Tagashita Street. Pull up. Pull up right now. Pull up with Yuki and Kenzo. You feel me? Hopefully they got some food over there. We just gonna eat. Y'all gonna tell me what's the best meal to go to eat, and we gonna go live. Like, Y2, what is up, man? Look, right now, I'm in Tokyo on Takashita Street with Kaari and Kenzo and Yuki, man. We about to try Egudami. I don't know, I just made that up. Now, if y'all don't know what Egudami is, man, that's gonna be fried eel tempura mix with fresh egg. I'm making up a whole combo right now. And his tempura. I don't like seafood, for it gotta be fish. Yo, happy early birthday though, man. No name. Why I gotta be a scammer, fool? The Bulak Noodles. Happy birthday, man. Curry turning 22 in the building. Deuce, deuce. Hopefully you have a good birthday, yo. Hopefully you do something fun. It's a nice time, a nice vibe. No pressure. Hopefully you have a nice time, a nice time, a nice vibe. Bulldog. That just remind me of Dragon Ball Z. Brodick. You said SC. Nah, it is, man. Enjoy your life, man. Have a good life, man. Take advantage of another year of life. Said W, I'm 23, expecting in 27 weeks. Yeah, Rowdy having a newborn girl soon. You remember Rowdy, right? Tell me you remember Rowdy. Rowdy been here since the jump, Corey. Yeah. You just had your baby Yuki. My boy Rowdy having a newborn soon, you heard? Yeah, man. Locked in. That man no name said scammer, 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 scammer. Y'all gotta set up a virtual play date. Yeah, man. You said that job help us. I forgot. Man, you locked in, bro. Your first day is tomorrow, bro. Stay locked in on the job, man. Become the best forklift driver you can so you could promote, become a supervisor. Yo, Allison. What's good, Allison? So you go become a supervisor in that John Rowdy? Said they give a security deposit 2K. Dang. That job come with the perks. I like jobs with perks, man. 2K right now sounds about nice. Good bread. You know what I'm saying? Except for housing, cause UK, I'm in there. Nah, Rowdy, funny as shit, bro. Yeah, I hear you, Rowdy. Yo, Allison. Yo, Allison must love Kiori. Allison be coming trying to get on people case. She be on police mode. Neglects her kid and I be yelling because I don't want to be stressed. Now listen, Rowdy, conditions right now, living conditions right now, they're terrible, bro. I say, bro, do your best to do your best, man, to get on Facebook Marketplace. The reason I say Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, you'll be surprised. You can find like a private renter over there where you can you said Lansing Dream Housing Connect, or you can go through the services. But just being in a situation where it's almost like you with a manipulative person, it sucks. When I say a manipulative person, like obviously this kids play a role in a lot of the situation that happens over there. But whenever you in those predicaments, just always be looking, bro. You feel me? Yeah, always be looking, cause 2K is good right now. It's a good deposit to put down on the spot. You get in a job, so if you can get in a spot where you can get together, just get things together, make that move, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been in situations like that where I'm staying somewhere and it's not the most comfortable, and then a person is just really manipulative, weird. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I'd be ready to get up out of there because I like my space, bro. That's one thing about me. I love my space, bro. I don't feel like I want to be around somebody that's weird or don't really like not a normal person. So yeah, she's gonna be very manipulative. That's what I'm saying. So being in that environment, I've been in there. It's like do your best, bro. You need to be on Craigslist every night looking at housing, commercial retail, because you could get into a commercial retail spot with a bathroom fully. Boom. All you gotta do is get a hot plate. All you gotta do is buy a hot plate, fam. And then you could buy a portable shower to where you just heat up the water and you showered and that junk going to the toilet. You feel me? But it's a nice spot. You feel me? As long as you tell them like, hey man, I'm trying to have this be a man cave. Da 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 da. They don't care. They not gonna care as long as you paying the rent. You know you let them know like But it's options, bro. You know, like cause I be looking at a situation like that too. I get into a retail space, long as it got a bathroom where I can take a deuce, piss, brush my teeth. The shower portion is nothing. You can buy literally a portable shower. All you need to do is get like the Culligan jugs. You dig what I'm saying? Boom. Get the Culligan jugs, get a bucket. Now, the portable shower is going to have a drain. You hook up the drain to like one of the Culligan jugs, tape that. That's like the drainage. You know what I mean? Now you get the little shower thing that's gonna have a tube that you can put in one in the Culligan bucket, and you could just have one be hot water and one be cold water, and you good. You got a hot plate to cook. What you need? Come on, fool. Your rent might be like $850. Get a year lease. Yeah, but if you could find a retail spot with that, you can get it too, bro. Just keep open. You know what I mean? You could even get into a retail spot with more space than what I'm describing, but these are other options, brother. You know, as far as you just gotta search, man. Because when I was in that situation, I was searching every day, bro. I'm right now the crib I want is like a flex space where I'll be able to park my car inside the space, then have the crib inside the space, but then have a creative space. But I gotta be making at least 2K. I gotta be paying at least 2K in rent if I want that, or just stumble upon a golden gem. You know what I mean? So I know how you feeling, Rowdy. One of the worst shit I've ever experienced is, bro, I've lived 5 places that was terrible, bro. Terrible. When I say terrible, I ain't even want to be at the crib because it was just the weirdest people around. Shittiest building. Like I'd be mad at the crib. I'd be so mad at the crib, I gotta play music loud as shit. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, I'm blasting the music because I don't want to listen to none of this bullshit. You feel me? Because I think these motherfuckers is weird. I'm asking God, like, yo, gang, why you even got these weirdos by me? You dig? But then I'm like, dang, I'm mad at myself. Like, dang, why I ain't got enough bread to have my own space? So that's like the what's it called? Like the midpoint or whatever. Cause that's how I was feeling. Even now, the space I got is cool, but I wish I had enough money to have my own space where it's my yard. I walk out, the neighbor like damn near 10 feet away. You feel me? What's up, Noor? How you doing? Says my soundproofing mic. Yeah, so you need a good space, Rowdy. You need a good space. So the only thing I say, you out there in Michigan, so if you're gonna get a flex space, make sure it's heated. Make sure you have heated floors and like it's heat in that mug and it's all included in like the rent. It's not like separate. Yeah, what's up, Newer? Newer finna get fresh and so clean. Newer finna get fresh braids. Yeah, I need to give me some fresh braids too, Newer. I gotta get this checked, dude. Yeah, so if you find a Rowdy space out there, Rowdy, in Michigan, just have it be heated because it do get cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get out of there before the winter hit. But the space I'm telling you about, bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna find that space. Once I find that space is up, I don't care about none of this. I'm there. I could park my whip because I be having to go look at my whip in like the window over here and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to be doing that because I live in the hood. I want to keep my eyes on the whip, but that's the plan, Rowdy. I know how you feel, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I know how you feel. I know what you're feeling. I know coming home is kind of like, dog, you know, but then it's like, it's better than being outside, you know? Yeah, it's better than being outside, man. But it was times I was staying with this lady, bro. I didn't want to be at the crib, so I go for a drive. Just go for a drive. You know what I mean? Just to go for a drive. Like, I tell my pops, like, man, I just gotta go for a drive, man. I just burn my gas, even though I ain't had much money, just to get outside, you know. He said working at Amazon, it was the other way. They was dang up the house, and I'd come home and they sleep. And it was better. You know what I'm saying? When you came home, but when you come home to the bush, it's like, dog. So I used to go for a drive, brother. I'm not gonna lie. And when I used to go for a drive, it would help me like just get that peace. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I really need a lot of space, bro. I don't like being close to a motherfucker that ain't on the same wave as me, bro. I'm telling you. You said I used to go for drives too, for real. Yeah. So I keep it a bean with y'all. I ain't gonna be like, yeah, I just throwed it on and nah, bro. I'm somebody that I need to be by myself or with the right people, but weird motherfuckers can't be around me. So I used to go for a drive just to clear my head. And then I come back late at night, like how you do. I come back late at night when it's like ain't no talking really need to be done. Just go to sleep, you know, or I go on TikTok, you feel me? But I used to do that regularly until I had to sell my car. So I used to sneak on just to drive to the beach. No worry, you got. Hopefully, you was chilling with friends and not trying to be on some Michael Phelps shit, cause you can't go sneaking out to the beach and get taken by the waves. You know what I'm saying? Blasting music in my mom's car, yeah. But sometimes you just gotta get away, man. But I'm telling you, man, having your own space is the best, man. Having people around you that's weird is horrible. You know what I'm saying? No cap. Shit's lame, bruh. Shit, when I used to sneak out, it was to go to parties. But I was so smooth at sneaking out. One time I snuck out. I think my pops was just tired for the night, right? He was on his way to work. He's like, man, what you doing out here? I'm like, oh, man, I just couldn't sleep. I went for a walk. He said, a walk, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right. But he was on his way to work. But I had just came from this shorty crib that stayed like probably like 10 minutes away. You know what I mean? And I overslept. I was supposed to come home earlier. But I ended up coming home a little later, you feel me? But he caught on. He like, you went for a walk, huh? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay. But he knew I ain't go for no walk, man. He just was on his way to work, man. He like, we'll talk about this later. I'm like, all right. You feel me? But everybody know, man. That was before Lyft and Uber. You know, I couldn't just book a Lyft over there. I had to go for a walk. You know what I'm saying? Shorty stayed all the way up the hill by the gas station, behind the gas station. But she had a nice house, though. I ain't gonna lie. So, it's your time to go. Now, my OG was cool about it, though, man. We didn't even talk about that shit later. He didn't even care. As long as I came home at the crib, but he knew I ain't go for no walk. Nah, my OG was different, like, cause he been around like a lot of high profile people, so like he really just watch you for a minute. He don't just go crazy right away. So he not gonna just snap right away. He gonna watch your behavior and be like, okay, and then he gonna just confront you, like damn near ambush you to where it's like ain't no escaping the conversation. You know what I mean? So that's how he moved. But you gotta really piss him off for him to just really snap. But when he snapped, it's serious. You know, it ain't no playing around. It's like you really pissed him off, bro. Cause my pops don't really get pissed off. He got a lot of patience, but if you get pissed off, bro, it's over with. I've seen him pissed off a few times, but it take a lot to get him like that. But when I used to be doing everything as a youngin, I try to always be smooth. Like that was my whole thing. Like, yo, be as smooth as possible, bruski. We know the risk and the consequences. Cause we still at the crib. When I was still at the crib, I gotta be overly smooth. The moment I stop being smooth, it's over. And then I had a stepmom, bro. She was worse than Matilda's grandma. I ain't gonna hold you. She trying to get me in trouble every chance. Bro, I'm dead serious, bro. Now I'm alive serious, bro. She, every chance she could to get me in some, she would try, bro. She'd do her best. You feel me? Cause she just wanted to see conflict between me and my father, man. Cause she was jealous. You know what I mean? She thought she could come between us or whatever it was, but she couldn't come between us no matter how many times she tried, you know? All that was supposed to create separation, make me not like him for being disciplined of me, but it was all her doing. But that shit just made me tougher, you heard? Real soldier. The only one. Even now that I'm not there, she trying to give me credit like, yeah, why, yes, he handled everything. I'm like, man, shut your ass up, man. Trying to hit that shit up. I know I'm the one. I don't need you to tell me. He said I work out and be my dad wrestling, and did close my eyes and I couldn't see his hands. Always got caught him off guard. My mom screamed when we were fighting. Yeah, man, it just make you tougher, Roddy. Put you in a different ballpark, man. Make you a different animal. You know, at the end of the day, we were different vibes, man. But I used to get in trouble though. Don't get me wrong. I used to have to do punishments. I used to have to pump tire. If you don't know what pump tire is, it's like squats without weights. You know, I had to go to like freaking 700, 1,000. That shit wasn't no joke. Shit got my legs right though. That joint gave me the Hercules legs. Sometimes I go to school, bro, I could barely climb the stairs. Cause I've been working out, doing this shit all night. Feel me? But what I noticed is that joint make my legs stronger because we started to do the pacer. And bro, I used to always get like 100 on a pacer game. Like every time. And when I go play basketball, I was trash at the time, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Super trash. I'd be jumping OD high. So I used to get so many blocks because my defense was good. But a lot of the strength came from my legs. And the pacer would exhaust you, but that's how I knew my legs were strong because I'm telling you, bro, when I used to do the pacer, bro, I wouldn't get tired that quick. I would literally start getting tired at 100, bro. Don't get me wrong. There are people who go like 150. They were like cross-country runners and shit. But all that endurance came from my legs. Because imagine, all right, everybody watching it live right now. Try to do 40 squats without the weights. Just hold your ears. And you'll see what I'm saying. Now, if you could do 40, You good. Now imagine doing 700. Bro, you gonna have like super strong legs. Even if you're not using weights, because the weight is your body weight. So this is what I had to do for punishments, or sometimes I had to do like 100 push-ups straight. When I say 100 push-ups straight, like you might get a moment of pause, but straight. So all this shit, bro, that shit'll make you different. Like I had friends, bro, in high school. If I take my shirt off, they be like, bro, you got a physique, bro, da 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 da. But they don't understand, bro. I've been doing push-ups for so long, squats for so long. That's why I'm in shape. They used to be like, oh, it's because you're African. No, bro. Because for punishment, fam, I had to do real workouts. Like a real workout that'll tire you out, brother. Yeah, genetically, it's dead, but when you look at the punishment, like cultural people have to do, it really is physical. Yeah. They really get you physical, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't just the only one doing this. I go to my cousin's crib, he get in trouble, he gotta do this too. My older cousin gotta do this shit too. So this is like the blueprint for like discipline. Cause you gotta think, we boys, bro. At some point, beating a boy, it gets old. You know what I mean? After teenage years, like, man, you can't really be spanking boys because it's kind of weird. So this has to be another form of exercise to supplement the discipline that came with working out. My pops had me working out, gang. That's why, like, man, if I'm going to do something that's going to get me in trouble, I'm not going to get caught. Because I know. Yeah, I got used to this jump, Roddy. But every time, bro, I got to go to like damn near 1,000. My auntie come to the crib. She see me doing this shit. She like, just let him go. That's enough. Pop's like, nah. She's like, it's enough. Just let him go. He's not gonna do it again. Nah, yeah. She's like, what the heck? Pop's like, nah. This guy here, this guy here, he don't listen. He's not done yet, Rowdy. On everything, working your boy. I'm just like, come on, man. Convince him, bro. Please. Say more. I'm just trying to stop doing this shit. Bro, I wish I could record them times. Them times were funny, but this is real stories. Auntie like, it's okay. Just be done. She'll even come tell me to stop. I'm like, lady, I can't even stop yet till you tell this guy. She's like, it's all right, it's all right. Nah, this is real stories, man. But all that shit make you strong, like I said, bro. It's like I got structure from having real discipline to where I'm not a crybaby. Cause it's like those times taught me like I would do certain things that would get me in trouble, and only I had to face the consequence. So, although sometimes my auntie would come begging, stop, da 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 da. Sometimes my pops wasn't trying to hear that shit, but I ain't gonna lie. I had to really do 700, damn near. Real talk. You know what I mean? So it taught me like, damn, okay. If I'm gonna do some dirt, I can't get caught. That's what it taught me, because if I get caught, all that crying ain't gonna matter, like, because don't get me wrong, every time I'm like, yeah, you know, teary-eyed. That shit did not work. I stopped getting teary-eyed, bro. I'll just face this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Face the shit. And facing the shit I learned. Whatever I do, not just in the crib, but outside the crib, I can't get caught knowing the consequence of my actions, bro. Because when I get there, ain't no crying, ain't no begging. He said, cousin of facts, fact. It taught you how to act and what to choose. Now that's facts. He said, you 11, you know right from wrong. Yep, that's facts. When you get to like 12, you know right from wrong. So if you're not understanding how your actions play out, brother, I'm telling you, like somebody got to give you some structure. I knew when I went out there, where I stole, because I used to like stealing, I was going to get in trouble. If I got caught, I was getting in trouble. So if I was going to steal, I wasn't going to get caught. You know what I mean? If I was going to do something crazy, I wasn't going to get caught. I was going to do my best. But if I got caught, it wasn't no crying. Because all that shit is past. All the crying. But it's been so many times I got in trouble, I had to do punishment. Now I get all teary-eyed. Like I said, my pops was not hearing that shit. So I had to suck all them tears up, dog, and face this punishment. But that's one thing he told me. He's like, man, one thing about you is like you would do certain things and you knew what was coming and you would just be ready for it. There would be times when I used to get whoopings, I double my pants, triple my pants. For real, before I even came down, triple my pants. Take the whooping. Partial cry. Because if I didn't partial cry, the latches came to the back. He said, nah, I was just helping Angel. I was home. He's just helping me too. I had to be a man. Should have mind got more to understand. Yeah, Roddy, just live life for you and your family, man. You have nothing to prove to no one else, bro. That's the best part about life. The reason I say that is everybody's regular. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say everybody's regular, it's not a bad thing. But which one of you guys are God? We might have essence of God in us, but we don't make the final judgment, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's why I said she's not controlling your life path, brother. So she can have an opinion, which is cool, but you can do the same about her, which is cool, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day, fam, because we don't make the final decision. That makes sense? Like, there's a lot of people that judge me because they feel like, I don't know, maybe they better than me. Maybe they more handsome, more beautiful, whatever it is. You know, but at the end of the day, I can have the same opinion of them. The only opinion that matters is God's. You hear me? Because a lot of people think a lot of things, but bro, it don't matter, gang. Are they the one that's like, yo, you getting to heaven? Or nah, they not. They regular. They right here. They living day-to-day lives like you. Yeah, but a mom like that, bro, she might not understand you because she wants her daughter to be with a certain guy. So you, as my brother, once you know that, it's not about playing into her impressions. It becomes more so about the daughter and you and what you're trying to create. Yeah, so she just wanted her to be with a certain guy that she envisioned, and then if you don't fit that role, bro, it's gonna be a little bit of static. But you being a man, I'm gonna tell you one thing. The only way to win a mother over is to establish a foundation. She can't diss. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, Rowdy. You got to think that's her baby girl. So it's like all mothers want to make sure their baby girl's cool unless they just don't care about them. Yeah, so once you show them like, look, man, you might not be your knight in shining armor, but I'm hers. But besides being hers, I can take care of us. They can give you a little respect. You know, they're not gonna like you still, but they're gonna respect you a little more. Like, okay, he's trying. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you gotta understand, man. Mothers and their daughters, that's a special thing. So in reality, they really want them girls to be with the Prince Charming. If they don't bring home Prince Charming, you think the mother's a problem. Imagine how the dad feel. You finna be a dad with a daughter. You finna be looking at the dude's like, man, who is this? Why you hanging out with this guy, baby? He's like, facts, I was love for real. And I'd be up. She's like, likely up. And I'm like, trying to meditate and find a way. Yeah, I mean, I dated a few girls' moms who didn't really like me. But like I said, bro, the ones that like me or respected me, they seen that I was able to take care of their daughter. You know? If they ain't think I could take care of their daughter, Roddy, I don't care what I did. They wouldn't like me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They would have looked at me like, get this man out of here. No bappers. You know, but just try to be the best you can be. You can't make everybody happy, fam. Accept that and do the best you can do. It's gonna be a lot of judgments regardless of what you do. But they not God. You know, God makes all the final decisions and judgments, man. That's the only person that really matters at the end of the day. That's who we got to answer to. So everybody has opinions. If everybody opinions were so important, gang, these folks would be celebrities from just thinking. You dig what I'm saying? But they're not. But listen, man, look, my phone got a charge. That's why y'all see me right here. But I will be back for the night lives tonight, man. You know, I appreciate everybody that slid to the lives. Rowdy, Kari, Mr. Richard Wilkins. I don't want to miss anyone. Noor, my boy Rowdy the Don. You feel me? Big Cleo slid in. I ain't even see that. Allison. No Name. You know, who else? Real Global. Yeah, Real Global was in for sure. I love all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. It was a cool little live. You know, we had some fun. Good conversations, good topics. You know, it's always good when I get on here with y'all. So just know I will be going live tonight. Probably around like 12 or something. You know what I'm saying? Tune in around them. We can have a good time. He said, yeah, I was also growing, man, but taking care of everything. Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself, brother. It takes time. And then your situation was tough, so you couldn't have been a perfect guy in a situation like that. So just worry about where you at now, man. You know, I don't like to think about the past. It's not good. You know, it just brings ill emotions, man. You better now. You know, that's all that matters. But based on your situation, keep looking, bro. Don't give up. I'm looking every day. You know what I mean? Even if I'm seeing the same posting, I'm looking on there to see if there's something different. You know, but that's just the mentality you gotta have, and you will find something, brother. You know what I mean? Because it's always about when you're in a better space, you have more positivity, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I notice about me. When I'm in a negative space, it's not a lot of success, man. It's just a lot of like ill vibes, you know? So I'd much rather be in more positive space than to be around demonic energy or whatever. Yeah, just keep working, bro. Don't worry. As long as you stay working, things will turn out, bro. As you can see, I'm always working still myself. So it's all about putting the work in. Tomorrow you got a big day, forklift driver, soon to be forklift supervisor trainer. Just stay to yourself and stay working, bro. I don't really be chilling with a lot of people, and it pisses a lot of people off, but I don't really care, bro. It's all about me now. I done did all the chilling, hanging out. It didn't bring me much. Now I gotta invest everything into me, bro. So that's what it's about. You feel me? So focus on you, Rowdy, and everyone out there. Focus on y'all, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna be back tonight. Tonight is the night that we go live for the veneer. But nah, I love y'all though, man. I'm gonna see y'all tonight, Rowdy. Take it easy, man. Hey, have a good day tomorrow, for real. And I'm gonna see you later. Foley! And like that, I'm out of here, man.